guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with 5 cards to have in your trade binder for February 2023. I know you guys love this series, so here it is. And like usual, if we get 120 likes on this video, I will do a part 2 in February, or I'll just do one sometime in March. If you guys are buying any of the 5 cards I'm mentioning on TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And you guys know the rundown. I give you 5 cards to invest in. I tell you the reasons why, how many, how long it may take, etc., etc. And we're going to get right into this. But before we do, if you bought a Ulti Big Eye at $70, which was either on the last 5 cards of your trade binder or the one before that, congratulations, you made some money because they are above $200. So if you got them for $75 a piece, you won big time. You won a pretty big. Usually I don't tell people the accomplishments of 5 cards out of your trade binder because you guys have TCG Player. You can open that up, see prices, but I like to gloat a little bit. And we're going to get right into this. So the first card I have for this 5 cards out of your trade binder is Dark Grepher. We are talking about the Turbo Pack version. Now, the reason why I'm telling you guys to grab this is because a Turbo Pack, while it's rare, it's not scarce just yet, like say like champion cards, or even online, it's actually hard to find listings in general, much less conditions that are actually playable. And I believe playable is above mod play, you know, stuff people really want. People settle for mod play. They don't really like mod play, especially with collector items. Now, Dark Grepher right now is a $25 ultra rare, going up to 50 very quickly. And the reason why this card can go up, besides it being extremely old and an ultra rare from Turbo Pack, is that it is very popular in Edison format because it is at 2, same with Armageddon Knight. Dark Grepher is also a card that can be played in certain Orcus builds and certain other builds that we have in the game. And it's an in and out card because it's a very great generic dark support that puts cards in the graveyard as well as being a discard outlet. It's always been a card that is more out than in of the game, but whenever it is in the game, it is extremely strong. And this is definitely a card I would get as soon as possible. I would at least get a playset of this card if you could get them below 35, 40. I believe that this card, I would probably hold it for, the longer you hold it, the more it's going to go up, because when it comes to a tournament pack printing, it doesn't really matter how many reprints it gets. People are going to hold the tournament pack rarity and version a lot higher. The only time they're really going to compare it to anything else is the original. So it's between original Dark Grepher, a card that I always told people was good at 45, 50, but now it's like 100 plus. For light play near mint. Dark Grepher is the second best option. Ultra Turbo Pack. Go ahead and get yours while you can. Second card that I have for this 5 cards out of your trade binder, it's actually a cheap one, and this is Sangan, and this is the Legendary Duelist Season 3 Sangan. Now, I'm not talking about the blue, red, or green ones, or whatever colors they have this time. I'm only talking about the Ultra Red that they have there. Now, Sangan is a card that is as old as Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself, essentially. This card is in so many formats that if I were to list them in this video, we're just extending a minute or two of run time for no reason. You guys know how relevant Sangan is. Even before its errata, it was strong enough to be banned at one point. You know, even a player who I started playing more competitively in like 2011, I know how competitive Sangan has been since then. Not as much in recent years, but it's a different ballgame. Sangan is used in many formats, good level 3 in those, and no matter how many times it's printed, it always seems to go up. I think these ultra rares at like less than $1, they're like 70, 80 cents. It's really good to stock up on these. Nothing super crazy, but if you want to say sink $10 in it, $15, $20 maybe even, you know, get yourself a nice penny stonks of Sangan, because when you ever you get penny stonks like this, you always want to get a lot. I would suggest that amount. Definitely go get your Sangans while you can. My third card for your 5 cards to have a trade binder today is actually Fusion Destiny. Now, Fusion Destiny Ultimate Rare is about $25, $26 right now, and is absolutely criminal. First of all, this OTS is actually a little bit old. We're now on OTS 21. So OTS 18 is actually quite a long time ago. You know, whatever we have out there is whatever we have out there. The reason why I'm telling you guys to grab this card is, number 1, it is a hero card. Hero cards, no matter what, will go up, especially if they're ultimate rare, because collectors will eat these up. All right, $25, $26, and For the second reason, it is a card that you actually play in Heroes. It's just a great poly, right? It helps put stuff in the grave. It really pushed Heroes to the next step. As well as this card can also be a generic card for DPE. The DPE engine is something that, while we don't see right now in the format, it can easily come back into the format, say, a year from now, 6 months from now. Who really knows? It's a very nice rogue strategy as well. So you have collectors who want it. It could come back in the meta, and it's a damn hero card, which people might say, oh, but it's a collector card. Look, if it's a hero card, it gets two reasons. $25, $26 for the Ultimate Rare is extremely cheap. I remember when this card was 100 plus for a little while. I would get these while you can. I would probably get 6 copies, and I could see this card hit at least 50, 60, if not higher. Slowly but surely. Now, the third card I have here is actually a card that, while I actually recommended a 5 cards out of your trade binder a long time ago, but I'm going to tell you different reasons on why now. And that was, and the band played on. Near mints are $2 for ultra rares, and I'm talking about the ultra rares from Primal Origin, mind you. And lightly played are about $1, a little bit less. And the reason why I'm telling you to get this is first reason, Sprite. Now, that was the first reason the last time I got it. And with Sprite still being a formidable deck right now, these did go up to 4 or 5, but once we got the tier limit format, which was tier 0, the band played on saw just less and less play because people weren't worried about Sprite. They were worried about tier limit, and they invested all their time into countering that deck. Second reason now is Kashtira. Kashtira right now, they need to be able to make their level 7. They need to make a Rise Heart. They need to make all their other XYZs, their Big Eyes, etc., etc., as well as their Diaboloses. If you activate the band played on, they're not going to be able to do that. Now, mind you, they do have outs to the band played on, but if they don't have an out, their turn stops. If they do have an out, they are not worried about any other card on the field but yours. All right. Worst case scenario, this card will say force a Fenrir or something else. See how this card is good against not only Sprite, which is seeing some play, but Kashtira. I think this is a great sideboard option right now. This is the highest rarity of this card. If you got them back when they were like not even $1, they were really like, I said like 70 cents up to $1. And it went up to about a $4 to $5 card, averaging about 3 something, which when you get a card for $1 or less, seeing a 3 something, that's all you need to see to get rid of it. 5, amazing. So I think this card could be a $3 to $5 card again. I will go get your copies while you can. And then the last and final card for this 5 cards to have your trade binder is actually a bit of an odd pick here, and that is Urgent Schedule. Now this card for an ultra rare is only $3 right now. Going up to about 5, 6, and the reason why I'm telling you to get the original Ultra here is because Legendary Dual Sisters of the Rose is a set where whatever we have out there is whatever we have. Even if this card gets a reprint, this is the original print, and a lot of people love trains. Like, it's actually crazy how much of a fan base trains have. I am willing to bet money that trains will get support, and even if they don't, because of how fun a deck is and how much people like to pick it up, Urgent Schedules, even the secret rares that are cheaper, mind you, they will slowly but surely go up. This is definitely a card for the long term. However, when trains get new support, which I believe they will, or there's a new way to play trains because they introduce something, trains are not, I'm not going to say on the verge of being broken. I'm not going to lie to you here, but we get random cards that just make the deck better and better, or let the deck play in a different way that is more suitable to the format. And that's something really, really strong. So Urgent Schedule at $3, and you do have the small chance of this being played in a different deck, but I wouldn't really put your eggs in that basket per se. $3, definitely a card you're going to want to grab. Now, if you guys enjoyed this 5 cards out of your trade binder, make sure to leave a like, because 120 likes, I do a part 2. Subscribe if you have not already, and if you're buying any of these cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Thank you all my YouTube channel members. Consider being one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.